No, I still like Jordans over LeBrons.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the Jordans.
Look at Chase.
And then LeBrons, they look like
dead.
No disrespect to LeBron and
no
them
respect.
things, but like he looks like Skechers. You know what I mean? Like he's on a New Balance thing. I can't even say that.
See, there's like
New Balance might hit me up and be like, "What do you mean, bro? Who's gonna come and give you a sponsorship deal?" And
you know the ones them trainers you buy, it's got little flashy lights on it. Looks like it's made out of acrylic.
Yeah, you know them. You know them ones that like them kids that you see that's wearing like the Disney character trainers.
Yeah, with
like,
little lights on them and shit.
Like cars and that.
With the sparkle
that
bits on them.
Me still.
What was you rocking back then?
Pastries. You don't know about glam pie.
Of course I know about pastries. What? You trying to check me, you know?
The Simmons.
We know about the ice creams.
Sisters. What's ice cream?
You don't know about that? See, you don't know. Baby Napes.
No.
See? Don't try to school me.
It's not my caliber still.
Yeah. I know about the
pastries.
Pastries, but they stopped. They discontinued them though, didn't they?
Most definitely. It was pastries and Heelys. That's what I was on.
Yeah, his daughters made them, innit?
Heelys. Yeah.
Look at this look. Yeah.
One time I tried to wear them to school, yeah. And then my mum was like, take the wheels out. And I put the wheels in my pocket.
Yeah, standard. Put them right back.
I would, when I'm going to the toilet, like in primary school, and I'm running and I'm going down the hallway, like,
yeah. Bust the corner.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, are you hallucinating, miss? You know?
Yo. He's out here busting corners. What is this?
Someone had 2 wheels. I had 1.
Oh.
I was doing it Rago style with the 1.
Standard.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
You said she on some Fast and the Furious thing, busting corners. Yeah, can you stay up?
Just like I was going for seconds. Like, you know, we used to race, yeah, and see how long you could go. With the 2 wheels, you can go for however, innit?
Yeah.
2 wheels, basic. If you had 1 wheel and you was going for ages, you was a professional in this thing.
Yeah, I don't know. So she was flexing.
That's like walking on flipping high heels. Do you get what I mean? Like,
just well, I didn't have that when I was in school. Girls were wearing dolly shoes and man them were rocking wallabies. Bruv, that was it.
Wallabies came back in secondary school.
Yeah, wallabies with a lick, bruv. You could go and get... Hey, bruv, I know about my wallabies. And kickers. No, I know what...
I said bun kickers.
No, my son got banned from kickers. So my oldest just started secondary school and they were like, you cannot wear kickers to school. Full stop. I was like, but they're shoes, B. That you can't tell.
They tried that in EGA, didn't it? That in EGA.
That was standard, man.
Yeah, they were like, nah. When I went to school, kickers were the thing. Like, you could... They were like, nah.
My mum sent me to school in the flat shoes at first, in the little ballerina shoes.
Yeah, the dolly things.
Yeah, and I was like,
these aren't gonna rock.
Everyone's got wallabies. I wanna see what this looks like. Mum was like, no, they're gonna look too clunky with your school skirt. And I said, okay, let's see. And then I done it, and she was like, oh, you look so.
Mum see the style, the flag.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Our thing was. Yeah, you could rock that, and once you get like year 9, man was rocking these Air Forces and Air Maxes to school, like standard, innit? Like, yeah, bro. I was getting away with that. Man used to wear my shoes out the yard, literally around the corner, change my trainers on, go to school, come back, do the same thing.
But if we try to do that, the school would report it back to your parents and that.
Oh, you had some feds in your school.
Yeah, we definitely did. It was school shoes from year 7 to year 11. Boom, that was
it. Nah.
Yeah, you definitely was Air Maxes.
They were onto you lot. They're like, you're here now. Yeah. Sure, you ain't going nowhere.
I couldn't even do that because I was wearing a school skirt. So if I'm wearing trainers with it, I look dumb.
No, girls in my school used to rock the fucking trainers. They used to, same way.
Nah, man.
Yeah. Air Forces and that.
Nah, man.
Furthermore, the uniform that I had by year 9 wasn't a uniform. It was a hoodie over the blazer.
It was a hoodie.
Yeah, it was a hoodie, Air Forces or Air Maxes, all my chains hanging out. 4 or 5 bracelets.
Yeah, school in you lot's generation was different.
Yeah, bruv. That was on.
We can't even wear jewelry. That's what I'm saying. We can't even wear jewelry in school. You get caught with different earrings. It's wrong.
Nah, don't get me wrong. They used to get on to me about my jewelry, but tuck it in, put it back up. They're not gonna come and see me every day.
They were searching us for like sweets and stuff. Like we couldn't have like. I know back in the days, you lot probably used to have tuck shop.
Yeah.
At your school.
Yeah, I was tuck shop.
I was tuck shop.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Know.
And I never got caught in it. At one point, me and Kai was doing a business together.
Yeah.
And we would just go around the school distributing like sweeties and that. That's what I'm saying.
Respect. You know what?
$6 for a pound.
Yeah.
Jamming was $6 for a pound in Tesco's, and me and Kai started shotting them for £1 each.
There you get
Top
it.
finessing.
See me? Freeze the Lucasades. Aye, that is a hustle. Why didn't I think of that?
I had a locker just for
I didn't have the locker. He had the storage and I was portable.
I'm bad mind. Like I used to do madness. Like we used to have a corner shop and you could get like the big ice lollies, right? Man, don't know about these. The big thick ice lollies for like 10p, right? A piece.
The rectangle ones.
Yeah, the big the rectangle ones. Yeah, the rectangle ones.
Do you know which ones he's talking about?
You get
used to sell them in on their rectangle.
Right.
They would send them in Iceland.
So me, I learned about business from ages, and it's all about getting out the competition. I'd be a dickhead and go in the morning and buy every single one.
Yeah.
All of them. Buy all of them. Now I'm charging you £1 for each one because you can't find them no more. Yeah, my mum used to get mad. Why are all these things in my freezer? Mum, calm, just chill on it. Give me a minute. End of the week, got all my money. Right, mum. Things cleared. Here's a piece of money, and I'm still gonna sell these things. So much so, I got my cafeteria lady to give me space in the freezer at school as well.
Is it?
Big
That's
thing.
hard.
Yeah,
That's
so do my
hard.
thing, and then we started selling. And you know about these sweets called Campinos. They're like little sweeties, right? Little sweeties. But Tesco used to do this thing where they do a pack was £1. Yeah, you could do buy one get one free, and I sell each one for 10p. There's like 100 in each pack. You just flicker them out. 10p, 10p, 10p. And girls are mad. No one buys one. You buy 5 or 6.
No one really has just 10p on them.
Yeah, you buy 5 or 6. So you just flicker them out. Then you do lollipops, and I do the same thing. I'd go to the corner shop. I went to school far. I went to school up in Coulsdon. So there was only like 2 corner shops. Other shop was like a Tesco, like a Tesco thing. Couldn't buy sweets in there really. And the other thing did. I'd go and buy every single lollipop. All of them.
That's teething.
And the man them come to you in the day like, Jay, beg you give me it. Yeah, bruv, they're £1.
Yeah.
For a lollipop. They're £1.
They'll be like, I'm not buying it, and then they
Yeah.
come in the corner. Let me chat to you in the corner. All right, cool.
Yo.
I don't know when I bought it.
Yeah, none of that. I was finessing girls like that as well. I was like, babes, come in, I'll hook you up still. But you know, I gotta get the link to the rave tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, don't take the piss.
I wasn't even allowed to go raving like that.
Oh yeah.
I was a good kid. I was a civilian.
I was a civilian.
I did that. I was just an academic in school.
Oh, that's
like,
brilliant.
GCSEs and that, got out with good grades, went sixth form, went and done my A levels. And
Yeah.
good grades. I was just that kid. Football and school.
Oh, you play football?
Yeah, I was playing football, not right now. I had to stop.
Wes was gonna test you. I know. He heard it and he went, "How serious are you into football?" He's a baller.
I got scouted and I was playing for Crystal Palace.
Oh yeah.
When I was like 14, I got scouted at the London Youth Games. Got scouted as a keeper, and then I finished my career when I went semi-pro. I was playing up Hayes, and then I finished as a striker. So I worked my way up. I played every position.
Okay. Oh, you just got bored of it?
I had to. It was either football or do my A levels and get into uni. So I had to pick.
Yeah.
Pick your poison. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you do for A level?
Biology.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but don't say oh damn.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that.
No, but biology was dead. That's what I'm saying. Don't say that. It was dead.
Yeah, but that's a choice, biology.
English
like
literature and art and design. So the English literature and art and design, them two there, those are my subjects. See, biology, I tried, but no matter how much information, anyone that does A levels that's watching this or listening to this, they'll be able to tell you, no matter how much information you know and can retain, it's about how you take the test. And that's where they get you. They literally, I don't know what it is the curriculum or the government or the school boards or whatever. They don't want people that's actually intelligent. They want people that know how to take the test. They want robots. I'm not a robot.
I get that. Well, 50 Cent said something really interesting the other day, and it was most people that go and sit A levels or degrees in X, Y, and Z only know how to retain information for that certain amount of time. They can't actualize it. So again,
they can't apply it.
They're bots. So if I can give you a piece of paper, they can memorize it, but you're not going to be helpful in my business when I need you because you won't remember.
Because it's like they will teach you, this is what you need to say at this time, but there's no anomalies in the situation. So let's say, for example, they say, when a customer comes to you and they ask you for a size 5 shoe, then you go downstairs and get it. But they don't teach them what if they ask for a 5 that fits like a 5.5, or a 5.5 and a 6. They don't teach you to go down and get 2 pairs of shoes at once. They teach you to go down and get the 1 shoe, and then you're just stuck.
They can't problem solve.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what they was doing in biology and that. That's why my whole class, like, there was only a few survivors. I'll be honest, and I was not one of them. I weren't.
Only a few survivors.
I tried my hardest. I passed.
Yeah.
Like,
it was just kind of like
the way that I was predicted certain things and like through the whole of ARC and whatever not, like as a sixth form student, as an individual representing my school, like I can't even tell you that I regret anything and I could have done better, because there's nothing else I could have done. They wanted me to like literally institutionalize myself and be a robot, and I couldn't do that
and become like a full-time academic.
I couldn't do it, because you see art and English literature is more like academic than language, but it's still based upon creativity and interpretation. That's why I got my grades. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I got a A star in art and design, and I got a B in English lit, and I didn't even revise for the test. Not saying that you shouldn't revise for your test, but I'm just saying like just saying. But that means like, but you can again you can put that to the test though of what your art and design is. You can use that in real life. Yeah, I study illustration at uni now. That's what I'm trying to say. That carried me.
Yeah.
What would I be doing if I can't be rapping about flipping sternum and do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Lit and art is helping me right now when I'm trying to build my career.
Yeah.
But biology, not saying it don't help, because I know certain body parts and whatever not that can use intelligently in a bar, but
yeah, exactly. Do me a favor, tell them to move down that way a little bit.
There's a second door, you know. There's a second door. So shut the second door. There's a wooden door.
Oh. Yeah.
So that one's noise cancelling.
Yeah, because it's gonna leak in.
There you go.
There we go. Because you're gonna pick up big people conversation.
And cackling and all these.
but again, because you're applying it, you can, and I always say that, like we just said this in the last pod. It's mad. School for me has never been about learning to make money. It's to get a job, to go into what they want you to do. So if that's not what your end goal is, school becomes irrelevant. Unless you're doing a subject that goes into what you're doing to make money, so art and design, graphics, that's your job, photography, whatever, then it makes sense to do that. But if it's not actually going to get you money, I don't actually understand why we don't learn money in school.
They don't teach you things that make sense. They don't teach you about things that you can apply in your day-to-day life. Yeah. Like, even like... things they want to put you into. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have loved to have had a lesson on tax.
Like, even basic things, yeah? Basic things, like, you see, like, I remember when we'd be in school, yeah, and it'll be like once a year we would have like a sex education class, yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
That's why most of the youths that I went to school with, like, they've been in some kind of trouble regarding that sector of life. And I'm talking about sex education. I'm talking about them gang workshops that they used to put us in. What you think once a year is going to stop a youth from going on the road? And
we never had no workshops for gangs.
That's what I'm saying. But they're trying to implement it into us. They're trying to, but they're still doing it small. What? Because they don't want to like.
Well, it's like they're trying to figure it. It's like they're trying to figure it out. Like I would say in school, I was pretty good in school, but still end up getting dash out for like half a year. And that was only on circumstances they didn't understand. So they got me with I don't know if they still do this law now. They got me with joint enterprise.
Yeah, we know about that.
Yeah, but my joint enterprise was a thing of where you're black. So not that you were there, but you're one of the man them. That's how you're now pulled into this argument. So something happened in the other room. My man them or two man them that I know were over here. I'm here with three man them and girls. But something happened in there. It's happened now, whatever. I've called into the office, the headmaster's office, and I said to him, yo, are we good? Because I feel like this feels a bit weird. He's like, nah, you're good, bruv, go home. Cool. I got home. My mother gave me the face. She was like, right, I'll talk to you later. I'm thinking, but I wasn't in the room, And again, the teachers are unaware of where we're coming from. And they're unaware of community. As far as they're concerned, black people equate to gang. So where you guys are at now, generation-wise, it might feel like a small step, but it's their little bit of information that they may be given.
We don't help, though.
It don't help.
No, we don't help. Like, a lot of the things that's happening day to day, like, that's followed through our generation, we don't help the situation. Do you get what I mean? Now, we know that we don't help the situation, but, some people are stuck. I know a choice is a choice, but some people are stuck. Like, they make that choice because... I don't know, their mum can't put food on the table, or their little brother needs nappies, or you get what I'm trying to say? So they need to go out there and fend for themselves so they can help the household. Yeah. And then once they get their money up and they try quit, they can't. They're stuck.
You're now stuck in it. Cycle.
That's what people looking from an outsider's perspective, seeing like, or like how is he joking about taking the next man's life and da 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 da. But this is all they know.
Cycle though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like. It's a bit of a peak situation because no matter how much you try to leave that situation, unless you've got a better situation, you can't. Because like there's probably like how many hundreds of rappers in the hood that have made it out, but they're being made to feel guilty
for leaving.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like them, even the man them, it's a crabs in a barrel situation. That's why Nine's made that whole flipping.
Yeah.
If a man's doing better than the next man, if he can't bring him up, then he's not allowed to be happy.
But I would also say that information is key. I feel like there's not a lot of information being given to youngsters. And when you do get it, you're either getting it from a place that's not the greatest of, possibilities, or you're getting it late. You're getting it after the fact, after you've gone jail, after something's happened. When you're in trouble, it's almost like the bad child gets more attention than the good child. The good child that's not causing you problems is not getting given the information because, you're fine. You're figuring it out, innit? It's not until something bad happens that suddenly they want to bombard you with, you should have been, you could have done, so-and-so's here, but you're only telling me this now because I'm here. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would say my blessing and the reason why we picked up this podcast was even though my dad wasn't around when I was a kid, I've always had elders that were doing like really big, dope things and were happy to tell me for free. Like, I'll be sitting there. I said that's why I got into industry at 13. At 11, I was already aware of it. I was already going studio. I was already seeing man them do big things. And I'm like, yo, you man on the road a week. My cousin just did this in America. Bun you lot. But the information was made available to me. Where I know a lot of my man them, their information available to them is how to bag. That was it. So I'm saying, go in school.
That's why that whole phrase about being a product of your environment exists.
Yeah,
it's a real thing. Whether you're a person that flipping works in a bakery or a dustbin man or a shotter, 9 times out of 10 you end up being a dustbin man
or a shotter,
working in a bakery or a shotter.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's available, isn't it? But what was obviously because you're a little. I'm old now. I keep saying I'm getting old now. School wise, do you feel like the school were aware of your day to day, or do you feel like they were just winging this thing? They were just like kind of putting you in the same.
I don't know. I feel like our school knew. Like me and Kai went to the same school, innit? Like I feel like our school kind of knew. Like, and our school, like we had one head of year called Mr. Lintot, yeah, and then the year above us had Miss Lang. Like they was like on us. Like they will go to your house, like kick down doors and say, "Where's your child?" Like,
raw.
We're proper concerned about your child's well-being. We need to know what's happening. Do you get what I mean? Like whether you got brothers and sisters or whatever, not like they want to know everything and they want to not to snitch or get social services and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, because that was never a thing at our school. Like social services was never like that. But they just want to do like a lot of our teachers used to take work home. And I was even talking to my mum about that this morning. Like one of me and Kai had the same form tutor, innit, Miss Bragahi. She recently passed away, innit, R.I.P. But she was like proper on me personally. Like there'd be times where I'm just like being a normal teenager and I'm moaning, I'm coming into school, and she would just take me out my lessons for the whole day. Make sure I got all the work, and I just have to sit in her corner in her classroom and just like do my work for the whole day, just be there, can't interact with no one, can't do nothing. I'm thinking, why is she doing this to me? And it's so that I don't go out there and let somebody trigger me and do something mad. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And obviously I wouldn't pop off like, oh, I'm gonna bang someone in the face or nothing like that, but
no one's gonna even be in a situation to draw you out.
Yeah, that's what she didn't want, because if I get drawn out I have to get sent home, because obviously I'm not saying this is good, but every year since year 7 up until like year 10 I was excluded from school, and it was never for nothing like drastic. In year 7 I got in a fight with 2 boys. In year 8
don't skirt roll back with that one. How did that even happen?
There was like in primary school, let me take it back to the origin.
Origin story. Here we go.
In primary school I was like, I don't know, there was a lot of things about life that I didn't understand in it, like things to do with my dad, things to do with the way people interact with one another. Like I never really used to understand the whole concept of why people bully people and whatever not. But I was one of them people that was like sly bullied. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So then when I went into secondary school, I was like, that ain't happening to me again. You might have been able to deal with me like that when I was in primary school, because I didn't understand.
Yeah.
But now I understand. let me at least try to take a step forward into like asserting myself in school. So first thing I did, I was like, nobody ain't chatting shit to me. Do you get what I mean? I didn't make it apparent. I was quiet. I didn't do nothing. No, I wasn't quiet. I was loud, innit? But I didn't do. I wasn't a thing where I was like, yeah, this is me. Don't chat shit to me because da 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 da.
Yeah.
But 2 boys already started to try pick on me, and they used to like mock the way I laugh, mock the flipping the gap in my teeth, just because I'm a small girl, innit? And then I must have laughed one time. And it was like, oh, you look like you're possessed by the devil. Obviously, I'm in year 7. I already don't mess with that devil stuff. Yeah. I'm coming from a Christian home. Yeah. Like, obviously, I don't mess with that stuff. And then, I think, like...
She just started swinging off on man.
No. That was the day before I swung off.
Yeah.
Next day, I was in form. Yeah. First thing in the morning. You told me to suck my mum.
Oh, no. Fight thing now. It's a fight thing now.
I think that was the first time I had ever had anyone tell me to suck my mum. And because like throughout me growing up, my mum was my mum and my dad in one. So there's no way you're going to disrespect the person that means everything to me. Yeah. So I got up, I dashed chairs at them. My form tutor tried to hold me back. I bounced off. I said, get the fuck off me. It's not happening. Are you dumb? I was swinging after both of them. Yeah. They had to get escorted out of the class.
That's madness.
Because they had to take them out of the class.
Yeah.
They couldn't grab me. They had to take them out of the class.
That's dead though.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And then I got excluded. Mum was like, how's you getting excluded in year 7?
Yeah.
And I'm just taking it. I'm taking it because it's like, do you know what? You're not going to even listen to the fact that I was being bullied. Yeah. You're just going to listen to the fact that your little girl got excluded for fighting 2 boys.
So how did the boys react to that when you came back?
They were just like, we never knew she was going to act like that. The man are there writing statements and whatever. I'm just like, at the end of the day, this is what happened, innit? Yeah. I'm not going to have no one disrespect my mum. And it's been going on for a couple of days now. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that's to go and be like, oh, they're bullying me, But then when I'm coming home, my mum's asked me what's wrong. I'm telling her, but she's just thinking, oh, you know, I don't know what it is with you lot's generation, yeah? It's you lot's generation, you know?
Don't blame my generation.
Like, oh, when a boy's picking on a girl, they fancy you.
Yeah. My son's going through it right now.
I don't understand that. Like,
my son is my son is he's pretty, like he's got a pretty face. He came to me the other day and he was like, Dad. I said, what? And he goes, this little girl just won't leave me alone. What do you mean? He's like, Dad, she's bullying me. And I'm like, alright, son, calm down. Like, that's a bit much, innit? And he's in primary school. They're in year 3. I'm like, alright, cool. I come to the school now. I'm walking my son to school. I'm outside the gate because it's COVID thing. You got to wait for like certain years to go in. Oh, damn. The girl walks past. No defense, it's a big girl. Oh, damn. I was like, she's not 4. She's like 15, bruv. Oh, she walked past and she walked past and I'm thinking, right, this girl, and I purposely stepped back just so he was by himself, just to see how their interaction. She ain't seen me before. I don't normally go down to the school. No, mum normally does. So she don't know who I am. Plus I've got the damn COVID mask on. You can't see my face. Step back. And the first thing she walked past him was, hi, Justice. And he was like, Then she's like, hi, Justice. She don't find her anywhere attractive. Just paying her no mind. So her next thing is, I'm going to annoy you until you pay me attention. Then it starts into pulling and tugging. And that's what girls and that's what boys do at the low level. So even when them boys there, they're bugging you just to get your attention. Man, I remember going to school and setting my eyes on certain girls and figuring out who they are in the first week. She's a bit tough, so I'm going to pester her a bit. I can't be nice and polite to you, so I'm going to pester you. You doing, man? I got them silly trainers, but I'm going to get you to reply to me. Yeah, to be fair, like, I don't know breaking it down to me. Like, I'm not saying that's what it was, but like, looking at other situations, like, Yeah, but them there, they said they didn't think you were going to react like that. It's because they generally didn't think that's what they were doing.
They probably just came into... They
just want to talk to you.
Everyone's coming in, they're trying to find themselves, innit?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, because I'm coming from a place where I had to deal with it, I'm not dealing with it again.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And like, throughout...
What's the saying?
Growing up, I used to feel like my voice was just minute. I didn't have one. And I didn't establish my voice until I started doing poetry, and that's when people started taking me seriously and thinking like, bro, like she's actually got sense. Yeah. And them same 2 boys.
And what year was that? What years did you pick up poetry?
I think year 7.
Year 7? Oh, you were there early.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it was year 7, done my first poetry slam competition.
Yeah.
Won it in year 7 against like everyone else in the whole school.
Yeah.
So it was after that, and then people was like, it was after that I didn't really have trouble with people, you know. The only person I had trouble with was a teacher that worked for Kids Company, and it was the same thing happened in year 7 again, and there was this young like Chinese girl called Kaylee, innit? I remember her name. Yeah, Kaylee.
I'm waiting for this story.
She did art as well, and she did art at GCSE, so we was calm throughout the whole of school. Like, it was nothing like that. She was just like, different kettle of fish, Kaylee. Yeah. So then we would ramp about. Like, I would ramp about everyone because that's just me, innit?
Yeah.
Rowdy, whatever. So I was on report from year 7, innit? So then,
damn,
I was like,
in the book.
That's what I'm saying. So me and her would always like, it was like for a week now, we would always like, she'd push me, like, or like poke me, or whatever not, and I'd poke her back, just like to annoy people, innit?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know when you got like a little game with people, like
throughout
the school, like
you can do that stuff.
So cool. I'm doing that with her now. Kids Company teacher walks out. Yeah, obviously I'm a black girl, and this is a small Chinese girl. So then she's taking it as I'm bullying her. Yeah. And she just started thumping me in my head.
What?
The Kids Company teacher started thumping me in my head. She thumped me in my head and said, "How do you like it?" She was thumping like live. Oh, I would never be dramatic about something like this. Yeah. She was thumping me in my head with her fist, like, and then I went into drama and I was crying, Ben. I was like, no, the teacher just licked me in my head, you know, she just licked me in my head. And then my drama teacher was like, Cristal, you've come in, just get out, you're causing trouble already.
You've started.
Parker.
Yeah.
She's already
what's going on with teachers?
So I've come out now, and luckily, one of my mum's secondary school teachers is my secondary school teacher.
Oh.
And she's like head of Key Stage 3, which is like 10 and 11 or 9, 10 and 11. Okay. So she's like got some status in the school. Yeah. So she said, Cristal, just come into my office. What's wrong? And they're just crying, like, you know, like real like Jesus Christ. Like, I'm crying, like. Yeah. And she's gone, what's wrong? I said, she hit me in my head, like, I don't know how you lot can make teachers come in and just beat up students. And she said, what? Like, what's happening? So then I told her the Kids Company woman, she just licked me in my head, and I opened the door and I said, her. Like, I was pointing down the corridor, I said, her. So now she's called her back into the room. She called my mum. Yeah. Obviously.
Did she admit it?
My mum knows her, whatever. No, she's coming to the room now. She's talking about, oh my days. She got down here like she's on my level. And I was just looking at her like, bro, get out my face. Because I was actually like.
I can sing on you now. Mum's here, mate.
Yeah, my mum wasn't there yet. Me and my other teacher.
Alright.
And if I did lick her back, I wouldn't have got in trouble for it. Because the way Miss Adams was for me was like, I can't make nothing happen to this girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. But did she admit to putting hands on you though? Yeah, I'm getting to that. Alright, come, man. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you so hard. I didn't hit you that hard, did I? Come on, I didn't hit you that hard. And you know what's worse? What? Like, obviously, it was a white lady. And I'm in year 7, so I don't really know about like racism. Yeah. And I'm not saying she was being racist or whatever, not, but like, it's still, she should know better. As an adult as well, you should know better. As a person that's not of colour and you're older and you know about, you should know better. Obviously, it's not in this climate. If a teacher was to do it now, woo. All right, bro, and everybody go night. Yeah, everybody. What I'm saying. Nobody wanted my mum to come to the school. Nobody. Everybody go. No. My mum was down to school like every day. They would call her like every day. Cristal's done this. Cristal's done that. Cristal's shotting, flipping sweets and drinks and making the whole year hyperactive. Cristal's talking in class. Cristal's not going to lesson, and I would never not go to my lesson. So that was just lies. Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. I was always in my lesson, but I would just be late. Cristal's late to school. Teachers were onto you, man. I felt like I went under the radar at school. I'm so grateful though. Yeah. All of that headache that I had throughout my school life, I'm grateful for it, because without that, I don't know what path I would have been on. Well, you seem to have found. You said you got poetry in year 7. You seem to have found your voice very early. Yeah, but like even so, there would be certain things that I didn't know how to articulate. That's like when I was in year 7. That's when certain things like what's that thing? That show that was on BBC 3, yeah, and it was like the guy was going out with a girl, and then she set him up at the end, and they was all wearing orange balaclavas, and you know what I'm talking about? Like, what's that? Honey Trap. Oh, Honey Trap. Oh, one in shot in Palace. They end up in Palace. Yeah. Not the one with the Bayesian girl. That's the Bayesian girl one I'm thinking of. I'm talking about the different thing. that was like,
Oh, did they hop off the bus?
I can't remember, but it was in an estate in it, and they was all wearing orange at the end.
Okay.
That show, I flipping Murdered by My Boyfriend. That's what came out.
Yeah, I remember Murdered by My Boyfriend.
I started doing poetry now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mum never let me watch it.
Nah.
One day I watched it, and I was like, "Right, this is what actually goes on." And I watched it, and I wrote a poem about it after. I wrote a poem about domestic violence.
Yeah, yeah.
It scared the living daylights.
Murdered by My Boyfriend was with the ironing board.
Yeah. That poem that I wrote scared the living daylights out of all my peers and my teachers, because they was like, "Rah, is this what Cristaleyy deals with at home?" And then I made a statement. I was like, I've been shown nothing but love.
So they just went off of that
household. I swear, like my mum loves me. My mum was like tender to me throughout my whole childhood, even to this day, and I'm as big as I am.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Mum's like, "Oh, you're right."
Yeah. Mummy's mummy, mate. Yeah.
Mummy's mummy.
Yeah.
So when I'm putting out something like that, everyone's getting a bit scared now because they're thinking, "Bro, what's the other side of Cristaleyy?"
Yeah,
and I'm telling them like I can make a story out of anything, and then that's when they knew
that it works.
This is different.
That's your outlet, and that's what you're good at, creating that picture, which is a talent in itself. Very few people. That's why look at artists like Biggie, for instance. That's why he's such a notable rapper, because he can create a picture so vividly. You know, it's something that not everybody can do. And not everybody can do well, you know. Like storytelling for hip hop was the original thing. You listen to Nas, into them artists there. If you couldn't tell a story, you weren't a rapper back in the day. You know, you got to know. I grew up on Nas. Like the reason why I started rapping was Nas, DMX, Puck. That's the reason why I started rapping from Dot. And I remember hearing tunes like Project Windows and Nas. I'm like, and man, just sitting on the block, just telling you exactly what's going on, word for word, cadence for like, even just saying certain things. Like only your man then would say. You know, a South London man would say something to North London man. Just because, Morley's is there. But to them, Sam's is over there. You know, it's just where you are and it's what you're seeing. And if you can depict it very well, and I heard the last freestyle you did, and I think the most thing I'm impressed with is your, I'm not say content, it's your word choice. You're not using dialect that's easy. Yes, there's a couple little road words in there, but you can see that you're aware of the English dictionary. And there's a lot of rappers out here that just talk, bruv. I banned my last rapper from using 20 words. No, I said it. I said, don't make me another song with these 20 words.
Don't tell Corey that.
No, you got to do it. Because it was jarring. Like, you can only say wit, lit, and fucking wavy, and them man a certain amount of times. Like, I don't want to hear it no more. Like, tell me a story that doesn't depict those words.
I literally just said to you, don't tell Corey that, but that would be a good challenge for me still. That would be hard.
Yeah.
Not hard as in difficult. I mean, like, that would be good to do, like.
Yeah.
Because I do like challenging myself at the end of the day, and I feel like that would be a good.
Yeah, it challenges you. It pushes yourself to dive into something that isn't necessarily your comfort zone, but it also teaches you that people will follow what's good, especially if it's just different. Like, different is always pushed against to start with. But once you start doing it, look at Drake. The method of Drake is not done overnight. It's repeated and perfected. And then when he first started coming out and singing, rapping, no man then were really fucking with Drake like that as a rapper. They were like, I'm soft. I don't care for this soft light-skinned brother. Now, man's got bars and everybody wants to get into that bag where they can churn out hits. So with you trust me, you got the brain power and the intelligence to do it. So I'm looking forward and hearing new music. What are you working on right now, actually? Have you got a project coming up, or are you just dropping singles?
I'm always working on something. Like, I'm working on everything at once. Like,
I'm
making singles. But then the other day Tory Lanez put out his album.
Yeah, I heard it.
The one to Meg and whatever. And I was like, right, if a man can go through something and make an album, why can't I? So I sat down on my bed and I picked out like 7 objects in my bedroom and I made them all song titles.
Standard.
And then
that's a boss move. Respect.
And then I made sure that what I chose could be a metaphor for something else. So like, I got one called like Bally, and I just made that a metaphor for the fact that you can see through people's masks, but when it's a Bally, it's different. Do you get what I'm trying to say? A bally's not so easily deconstructed.
Yeah.
It's knitted. It's like there's fabrications to it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So just different things like that, and how I used to mask myself in school and whatever, not because I didn't feel like I was heard until I started doing poetry and just storytelling. This was more of a real rap thing, and I finished it, and I started that last week, and it's already done. It was done within like 3 days.
If you can do that, you can write a screenplay. That's what a screenplay is.
You know what I was saying to my mum the other day? Yeah, I said to my mum that I want to rewrite Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, but with just my own words, same concept, same story, but just like the whole thing is just bars. Yeah, no music. Yeah, just bars the whole way through.
You could do that. Yeah, I think it's time for it. Have you seen the modern version of Romeo and Juliet?
No, I like the old stuff.
Oh, bruv, you haven't seen it with Leonardo DiCaprio in it?
No, I've seen that.
You seen that version?
We had to watch it in English.
Yeah, they made me watch that. They made me watch that. But that's what I'm saying. That's the last revamped version they did. They've done one in Broadway, but it's not the same.
Someone might watch this podcast or hear it and take my idea.
Yeah, run with it.
No, I don't care. I'll do something else.
Yeah, but even your way is always going to be different. People can write something down, but it's never going to be your way. The idea is cool. There's been tons of Romeo and Juliets, and there has been a couple of Broadway versions, and they're different, but it's from different points of view. You know
why I would want to do that though? Because I like studying Shakespeare. I had to do it again in sixth form, and we did King Lear.
I was gonna say, what was your favorite Shakespeare play?
I read Romeo and Juliet, King Lear, and then we had to there was bits and bobs of Macbeth and Othello and whatever not. King Lear, out of the ones I've read, is my favorite.
King is quite dark. King Lear though.
It is, but it's more so about the divine. Just things of life. Do you get what I'm saying?
There's a lot of life lessons in his story because it's a very
way things are written. And the tension between what's written in the stars and religion and moral compasses and things come in full circle. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I like it as it's a good life teacher. I'm a bit biased. My favorite is Othello. But it wasn't my favorite until it was weird. I saw a modern version. Big up everyone that's seen Othello, the modern version. It's got Omar Epps in it, and they did it along a basketball player. So a basketball player coming into college, and the whole story is the Othello story. But it's almost like now kings are seen as celebrities. So a basketball player can be deemed as a king or king. Yeah. So it's a great movie. It was called O. But it's basically Othello. The whole story is Othello, and for me, it is very relevant to how we deem classism now. How we see people of clout. We see basketball players, football players. They're deemed as the new age royalty. The way they're looked after and seen in the public eye, and can be tricked, pulled out into madness by the most stupid things, like seeing the Megans. That is the most dumbest situation to be in. Yeah. Like it's like you lot are multi-millionaires, but this is the madness you're in because they're still young. You're still learning. You still can get pulled out into the small things. So looking at Othello, yes, it was built around royalty, but back then they're still young. You can still be pulled out by the pretty thing on the block. It's easy, especially when you're the new hot thing. When you're feeling yourself, right? You're feeling yourself, right? And there's no one that can tell you nothing until something squashes you.
They're like that every day.
Yeah.
Even when they're in their work uniforms.
Yeah. Was it? I look different at my work clothes. See, when my man walked in with the canines, yeah, I was like, that's his line on the road. I look different at my work clothes, babes. Don't lie, babes. Don't lie. Yeah. Man's working at the tills talking about babes, I'm leveling up soon. Wait. I'll be doing it. I used to work at I had the best job when I was 20. I worked at Topshop at West End. Magic. Yo, high five. You just know, innit? A Topshop in the summertime, right? And I didn't realize this because even me, I was doing creative stuff, so modeling, like acting, stuff like that. They hired you as a quota, but I didn't get that. I just walked in and thought they gave me a job. It's retail, bro. I've putting clothes on racks. Walked in, started looking at all the stuff. So you've got one Jamaican kid, one African kid, one white boy, one Chinese boy. Then for the girls, you've got 2 Swedish girls, 2 African girls, 2 Spanish girls, 2 English girls, because that's their quota. They want every man to come in this and see something that they like, even if it's one.